Truly, for many people, reading could be a boring routine and they would rather spend time on activities that don't require as much mental effort. Take for example, me and millions of viewers followed the blockbuster series of Harry Potter, but very few know that the movie was a book adaptation written by J.K. Rowling, and even fewer people would have read the book. But have you wondered why is this so? Why would some rather watch TV or mindlessly scroll through their social media platforms instead of reading for a while? The most common reason is that we don't have time to read. Understandably, everyone is busy. You have your job, household responsibilities, parenting responsibilities, and a million other things that demand your attention. You are also only available 24 hours a day. Reading can be time-consuming. Some books are thousands of pages long and take months to complete. So why bother? Reading can be hard work. For many people, reading can seem like hard work. Most of us get discouraged, especially when the books are huge and have thousands of pages full of mind-boggling words. Most people would rather watch an episode of Game of Thrones than pick up a book. Obviously, the film is lighter, more engaging and fun. There is no benefit in reading. Another common excuse people make for not reading is that they think it's a waste of time. They think they get nothing from reading. For these people, the only benefit of books is that you read them in school to pass exams, graduate and get a job. Also, they see no value in books. It is a well-known fact that people are easily distracted. When you surround yourself with smartphones and other modern devices, it's not a surprise why we have the attention span of a goldfish. People who are distracted will find it difficult to fully immerse themselves in the reading experience. Everyday stress and anxiety can make your mind wander. Therefore, we naturally desire to switch to other activities that do not require focused attention for long periods. My uncle taught literature and his children grew up with ocean of books by Shakespeare, Thomas Hardy, Ernest Hemingway and others. Growing up with no source of entertainment other than classic English literature, they developed a lifelong love of reading. People who don't read usually come from families where their parents don't read or advise to read. But it doesn't have to be that way. A study conducted in 2017 estimated that 24% of adult Americans didn't read any part of a book. As a matter of fact, reading has played a very vital part of the human race survival and existence. Rather, it is because of the reading that we have been able to make advances in the fields of technology, medicine and engineering. Furthermore, reading is not the only way of acquiring knowledge. It remains highly relevant, and in this video we will be discussing some of the important benefits of reading, so let's get started. 1. Reading increases your vocabulary. Reading factually ensures building up a wide range of vocabulary which you can use in expressing yourself every day, as certainly most of us had this problem of expressing ourselves with the right words in a particular situation. Cengage conducted a poll in 2019 which showed that 69% of employers are more likely to hire people with the ability to communicate effectively. This clearly shows that nobody wants an employee who wouldn't have the right words to say at the right time or who wouldn't have the right words at all. Besides that, new words are continually added to the dictionary, and the surest way to get familiar with such words is to read books, because you won't learn most of the new terms from shows and web series, while authors are usually more detailed in the use of words than entertainers. 2. Reading stimulates your mind and improves your mental health. The study also shows that reading helps prevent cognitive decline that can be age-related. As a matter of fact, the research has yet to ensure that reading can also help battle diseases like Alzheimer's. But there are studies which shown that older people who read will improve their ability to remember things, preventing memory loss, which is otherwise associated with aging. Of course, you wouldn't want your mind to become the devil's workshop, and what's best than a book to keep your mind busy? Consider it this way, that just like any other muscle of your body, your brain gets stronger and healthier the more you work it. Even activities like playing chess and doing puzzles engage the mind the way reading does. 3. Reading makes you more empathic. Research shows that those who read novels about the lives of characters have a higher ability to connect and understand the feelings and opinions of others. Reading can help you develop the empathy you need to relate to people in pain or suffering. You can't read about the genocide in Rwanda without worrying about the victims, or read about the war and still think it's okay to use horrible means to settle disputes. 4. Reading can be transformative. According to a growing number of researchers, reading can change the way you think and feel. Inspired by the book, many lives have been transformed and a new path has opened. There are tons of self-improvement books that have changed lives of the readers or their view about a particular aspect in life. 5. Reading helps in stress reduction. Now, this is important for some people who find reading stressful. In 2009, researchers conducted a study on the effects of humor, yoga, and reading on students' stress levels. Studies have found that reading for about 25 to 30 minutes can reduce heart rate, blood pressure, and feelings of mental illness, as can humor and yoga. So you can see, it's not reading that is stressful, but your beliefs towards it. 6. Reading helps with depression. The rising number of deaths from suicide and depression is alarming. Reading fiction can help depressed minds get out of their troubled world and into a world where they can feel safe and valued. By doing this consistently, they can begin to understand the reasons why they can get out of whatever situation they are going through. This allows you to see what other people are thinking. Simply expressing an opinion on a topic is detrimental to any meaningful growth. To create something really great, you have to sort out the ideas of the past and the present, weigh the pros and cons. This is very important considering the many advances we are making in various fields today. No idea is wasted, successful or not. Tips to develop the habit of reading. Now you know why you should get into the habit of reading and encourage the younger generation to do the same. Encourage the young generation to start reading instead of playing video games all day, so to help them build discipline, which will ultimately help them navigate life better and lay the foundation for long-term success. So, how do you go about developing the habit of reading? You can start by following the simple tips shared here. 1. Change your mindset. The belief that reading is stressful or difficult prevents many people from developing this habit. But that's not true. When you read something special and realize the importance of books in learning and growth, you will find that it is not only a treat, but also a way to relieve stress. But first you have to find what you really care about. This brings us to the next tip of developing the habit of reading. 2. Find books that interest you. Work of fiction would be a good start or source of inspiration. If the prospect of reading a book seems frightening, start with shorter forms that interest you, for instance, articles, blogs, or quotes. All it takes is one great article to make you fall in love with reading. 3. Read at least 30 minutes every day. Take time out of your busy schedule to read something. 30 minutes a day will help build this habit over time. Before you know it, you'll probably be reading up to 3 books a month. 4. Carry a book everywhere you go. While sitting in a taxi, waiting in line, or at the airport, you can start reading and make good use of the waiting time. E-books are now a thing, so turn your smartphone into a portable library and make it easy to take your books with you. In conclusion, the foundation for all the progress we have today are all built on the knowledge found within the pages of books. So it's safe to say reading is one activity you must learn to do if you want to get a head start in life. Even if you are not naturally inclined, make every effort to grow this habit. Most of the world's greatest leaders and successful business people have a large appetite for books. It's reported that Bill Gates reads as much as 50 books in a year. Warren Buffett reads 5 newspapers and over 500 pages of reports daily. And Mark Zuckerberg reads a book every 2 weeks. So who knows? Reading could just be the secret pass to the Billionaire Club. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend. Consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't already. With that said, I'll see you in the next one.